There you go. Peace. Welcome to Yanadameen Godcast. I'm Fact Checker Rage. Before you panic, I haven't eaten both of the guests, Lord Jamar and Rah Digga, and I'm not about to do a play about it at the Black Lady Theater, our gracious host for this recap segment of the Yanadameen Godcast. What I want to do is just host you and just take you through some of the most poignant parts of the year and take a recap of some of the most interesting episodes we've had so far. Thank you guys for tuning in, man. And let's get right to the shits. My first recap is to show Jamar in his not-so-humble beginnings as he launched it right from the living room of his house. To see how he had to finally get things together and some of the, hijinks on the camera. All right? Roll it, Harold.
All right, so listen, we're going to be doing a lot of different things on the Godcast. A Godcast means there is no rules or regulations on how we present this to you. As far as what we do and how we do it, there is no rules and regulations. So, although this show is a lot about my opinion of how I see things, and you and I are going to be interacting a lot, you know what I mean? You're going to ask me questions, I'm going to be answering your questions, but I'm also going to be interviewing people. Not everybody I interview are going to be big celebrities and all that. It's quite to the contrary. Some might just be ordinary, regular people. Or some might just be interesting people. That's what I think it's about. You know, in life, we meet interesting people and it just adds to our story. So right about now, I want to introduce you to an interesting person, if I may say so myself. And you're going to be seeing him from time to time here on the Yanadameen Godcast with Lord J. Yeah, so right about now, I want to introduce you to my man, the Chinese Puff Daddy.
Humble beginnings indeed. Next thing I'd like to recap is when the Yanadameen Godcast decided to get remote, and we sent our remote commentator, Black Belushi, out for his first word on the street. Here's what came back.
What's going on, man? It's Skitzo, and I'm here, word on the street. And I wanted to ask a question, and you know how Yanadameen Godcast is. So you know what I did? I came to the place where Donald Trump would find as a shithole. And I want to ask the people what they think. If they think that this guy is going to be president again. No, don't avoid me. Don't avoid me. Do you think Donald Trump should be a president again? Hell no. Why not? Why do you think that?
Because he's a shithole. Ain't that what he called them people?
Exactly. Even though a majority of people that got money is like, I like him and his toupee.
He took food stamps away from me. I don't appreciate that. Sir, do you think Donald Trump is getting a second term as president?
He ain't gonna finish up.
Fuck Trump. Cut his head off. Cut his head off. Cut his head off? What do you say about Trump?
He ain't gonna finish.
He ain't gonna finish?
Finish this time.
Oh, you think
He gonna do the next one.
Oh, he might be dead by this turn. That's what
That's
I'm
what
saying.
I'm saying.
Yeah. You don't want to see Donald Trump as a second term.
No, I don't, actually.
You're 100% with that.
100%.
And you are?
See? Oh, what am I?
Yeah, because everyone else been saying that they want to kill him and all this stuff like that. And you're probably like, yeah, a lot.
I just think God will deal with him.
So you think, so God will sort him out?
Yes.
I mean, you for real with this, man?
I'm for real with this. I'm 100%. Speak your mind.
Man, I just don't see him doing nothing. He gonna cause more problems than he gonna solve. For real.
Thanks for the wall. That's what I'm gonna do.
They need to build a wall around his ass. That's what
Trump, bulletproof everything. Bulletproof everything. You're not gonna make it past July 4th. How about that?
On this particular recap, I'd like to show when Rah Digga first made her entrance onto the Godcast at Jamar's Humble Beginnings at the crib. It's very interesting. You can see the chemistry from early on. Roll it.
All right, we back. That's right. You see who I'm sitting with right about this time. If you don't know, now you know. Welcome in to the Yanadameen Godcast right about this time is the incomparable, the one and only, Rah Digga.
Not though.
Okay, peace, my sister. How are
Peace,
you?
God.
Oh, man, it's great to have you here right about now.
Good to be here.
Oh, man, you know, we had talked a little while back.
Yes.
And before I even started the Godcast, and I was like, you know what, you somebody that I feel like if I was gonna have somebody I might want to play off of, especially some female energy, you would really be that perfect person because like your hip hop authenticity is impeccable. You know what I mean? Like you one of those female MCs that like dudes that don't really like female MCs like Rah Digga. You know what I mean? Like they like Rah Digga. They like.
And look, and on the flip side of that, girls be like, some girls that are really into the girl rap is like, she too hard.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because, you know, in my opinion, this is more of a man's sport. You know, that's something debatable. We could talk about that. But yeah, but at the same time, your shit is hard without being like, you know.
Yeah.
Like
overkill.
Yeah, like some dyke rap or some shit, like, you know, like, and that's the new shit.
I'm scared to ask Lord Jabar what his dyke rap, but no,
Hey,
I follow you. I follow you.
You probably did, because there's been rumors about Quincy for the longest time. Let's keep it a buck.
But see, he's not gonna put that out. Like he's gonna. I mean,
and that's what I'm saying.
We don't want him to pass away.
That's what I'm saying.
Somebody's gonna have all the tea about Quincy.
So you're very free with giving information about other people, but you didn't put yourself in that mix, in that fucking list, and you know goddamn well you on that fucking list.
And that's why I thought it was tasteless. Like, all right, if you're gonna spill some secrets,
spill some shit about yourself
spill
too.
your own secrets. I'm trying to think what the role was. There was something that I read for, and in the audition, I was supposed to tongue kiss Jessica Alba.
Yikes.
It's Jessica Alba, ladies and gentlemen. I couldn't do it. I was like,
why?
Because I just did not feel comfortable putting my lips on another woman. But that, you know, that was me. Right. And so then I'm on the way home from the audition, I'm like, damn, you know, who's to say that this wasn't the role that would have catapulted me to...
And that's the mind fuckery.
To great heights, and, you know...
That's the mind fuckery that gets you to do the shit in the first place.
I really beat myself up about that for a while. Like, damn, like, this could have been the one to thrust me.
And that's how the industry fucks with your morals. So today's Did You Know? I'd like it to be about Valentine's Day and the origins of Valentine's Day.
Break it down, Lord Cypher God.
What? Now, first of all, do you celebrate Valentine's Day? Like, is that something that you're into?
When I have a Valentine.
Don't like you and Evermore on a track. Yo, that will be fire.
We're about to do a whole concert together.
Man, word. I want to thank my guest and my co-host, Rah Digga, for coming through. This is fucking dope. Let's see how many fucking views and likes and comments and shit we get on this fucking episode.
Weren't they cute? Didn't Digga look all nice and composed? Far cry from the heathen, vulgar behavior that we have grown to see on the show. Again, we're gonna get to that. I got some footage that's gonna blow you away and really expose the deep inner pinnings of our Rah Digga. Here's another personal, lovely recap of mine is when these two really started to develop their chemistry and just got charged. Just take a look at what's going on. Charged.
We are back for another episode of Yanadameen Godcast with Lord Jamar and
Digga.
Rah Digga.
Due to the overwhelming response, I had to come back. We had to bring it back.
Overwhelming response.
Yeah, guys.
The last we looked, we were at like what 184,000 or something like that.
Breaking 200.
By the time this come here, we definitely gonna break 200.
Think I'm here to stay, guys. Congratulations, you won.
It's only right. Thank you for blessing us.
Can you see it? Can you dig it, people? You see the energy? This recap right here is about when we finally got our new digs. We got a new set. We started to step the game up. Professional life. Hard body. Yanadameen Godcast studio.
And as you can see,
Notice anything different?
Oh,
baby.
we got some new digs up in this motherfucker.
Budget.
Okay, we got a little budget out here where we say, you know what, we're gonna step it up for the people.
That's right.
You know, I told y'all that when I first started it, I said this is probably the first of many sets, but because I knew that it was just gonna start somewhere, but I knew it was gonna grow very fast, and so depending on the response of the people, depending on how we gonna invest in this thing.
That's right.
So the overwhelming response that we're receiving from the people makes me say, you know what? We got to put our money where our mouth is, as well as do the people, as well as so do you, and take this shit to the next level.
I know.
This particular recap coming up now. Look. Free at last. Free at last.
What is this, like the reunion of Martin Luther King's assassination?
50 year anniversary.
Yeah, it was, and actually Danny Glover was in Newark speaking about it with the mayor. They had some event in downtown Newark, New Jersey last night. We covered it actually. Yeah, the 50th anniversary of his assassination. And the night before, a lot of cities and a lot of states had events for the mountaintop speech, which was the last speech that Martin Luther King Jr. delivered before he was assassinated on April 3rd, 1968.
Right.
And that's an iconic speech. That's I've been to the mountaintop. I've seen the glory of the coming of the Lord.
Free at last.
Yeah. No, that's not free at last.
Look at me. Look at me looking like a fucking ass nigga right now. I'm getting the speeches fucked up.
No, the mountaintop speeches. I've been to the mountaintop and my eyes have seen the glory, the coming of the Lord and all of that.
Okay.
Like,
I may not get there with you.
There you go.
Okay.
No,
But I'm free at last.
I love you.
Oh no, that's the other free at last. Everybody goes to the free at last. Everybody goes to the free at last. But no. But no.
Thank you
the
for
one
doing
she's talking
that.
about.
Wait,
I may not
thank
get
you
there.
for doing that.
I may not get there with you.
Shouts out to being free at last.
But god damn it.
Not just me.
That's right.
But god damn it, y'all motherfuckers gonna get there without me.
I feel vindicated now.
Oh yeah, it's easy. Let me tell
Because you just
something.
want to go into free anything.
It almost sounds like
Anything Martin.
No, they right.
Anything Martin say, you kind of want to end it with free at last.
Right.
Can I get a quarter pounder with cheese? Free at last. Free at last. Give me a quarter pounder on free
There's
at
something
last.
to be said for that because the way that, his speech patterns and the way he delivered his speeches, they kind of do all sound the same. I mean,
Like it gives you that same energy. It's that same. He kept that same energy with every speech.
We're gonna get murdered on Twitter for this.
A
But
day I drank a cup of coffee.
Hashtag free at last. Yo, wait. We gotta call
bought
this
some
episode
coffee.
free at last.
And I felt free
Hashtag
at last. Free at last.
Jamar just got on the
I'm
chair.
crying over here.
The following recap I thought was really interesting and informative. It's Rah Digga tells her story about how she got on Flipmode and Busta Rhymes. Roll it.
Love you,
He's
God.
still doing this like he in his 20s, like going.
And he gonna go to the club
Going
every
to the
night.
club. I'm about to say, going to the club and coming back to the studio and starting that record at 3, 4 in the morning. Like he's still doing that 7 days a week, holidays, weekends. So
Every day.
And you have to match that. Like you can't be the person to sit back and wait for him to get around to your shit. He's gonna be 3 albums done by the time You see what I'm saying? Like, you gotta be in the studio with him, listening to all the shit that he make. Yeah, that's dope. That's dope. Check this shit out, though. Check this out, what I made. And that's another way I got him too. People don't know Busta make beats. He be making beats. Mm-hmm. He made curtains. He made curtains on Dirty Harriet. Like, he'll make a beat. I'm like, yo, give me that. I go home or whatever. I come back the next day. He playing some shit like, yo, check this shit out. What I did, yo, I played them curtains. He like, yo. So when you're doing stuff like that, like it's almost like you have to, you know, 48 powers of law, laws of power.
48 laws of power.
Laws of power. Mm-hmm. You don't want to outshine the master, but you got to match that motherfucker. Mm. You got to match him, especially when you're dealing with somebody that's, you know, that in tune with their own, you know, wrapped up, consumed with their own stuff. Like, you got, that's the only way to survive in that. And I just feel like a lot of the guys with Flipmode, they were, you know, they were complacent with just showing up. Like, we at the studio every day, we recording, everybody's, you know, going home. Me, I'm trying to sneak copies of the stuff. I want to go home and analyze what I wrote. Like, people, they...
Mm-hmm. This next recap is when the cartoonist Erect Pen took it on himself to do a cartoon rendition of Lord Jamar on the Vlad TV. It was crazy. A lot of giggles.
Another episode of DJ Vulch. That's going to be short for Vulture. Once again, welcome back to another show. And once again, we have none other than Jabar. Hey, welcome back to the casting couch.
Man, DJ Vulch, it's good to be here. Wait a minute, did you say casting couch? Because I know you didn't just say that to the guard. Just testing. Testing. Just wanted to see if you caught on to that one. Testing? Hold on, let me stop you right there. First of all, I decided to wear this shirt today. You don't know why? Because you always got me on here talking about some gay shit. And to be honest with you, this whole show is starting to feel a little uncomfortable. Okay? You know what I mean? I mean, it's just a casting couch. Hold on. Let me finish. You see, in the industry, we have masculine men in the industry, right? Okay? I'm talking about, you got somebody like Terry Crews getting molested at the tender age of 50. Guess what, Vulch? I'm about 50. I ain't about to be on no Me Too shit about the guard getting molested at 50. But I'll tell you what though, if I feel uncomfortable on this show one more time, I'm gonna join the Me Too shit and start really getting paid. Do you see?
I mean, all I said was casting couch. I can't say that I don't take offense to what you're saying right now. I'm personally disgusted. I can't believe you're threatening me like this. We go way back. But we need to take a break right now. This is going to be over for us with the meeting and in the interviews until further notice. Go ahead and clock out. Oh, so it's like that, DJ Vulch? Okay, no, don't approach me. Okay, security, he's standing over me, and I know if I jump up, I'll get beat down. So, security?
This particular recap is near and dear to my heart as it covers the impact that the album Criminal Minded had on the culture of hip-hop. Rest in peace, Scott LaRock. Shout out to KRS-One and the mighty BDP. Here's how it went.
31 years ago, Boogie Down Productions dropped their debut LP, Criminal Minded. Everybody,
yes,
at home, clap it up.
Clap it up.
This had to be one of the greatest hip hop albums at that time.
And sparked one of the biggest hip hop beefs in history
with
South Bronx,
Boogie Down Productions, and the Juice Crew. The South Bronx versus The Bridge Is Over. Now, it's crazy. I remember going to the video shoot for The Bridge Is Over at Union Square back in the days. This shit
I wish I was there.
That night
I was a baby.
Was bananas.
I was somewhere in boarding school.
I mean, I know a lot of people that I've met that was like, yo, I was there that night. Like, Sadat was there that night, but we wasn't together. You see what I'm saying? Like that was just a crazy night. Have you been to a Blastmaster KRS show?
If you haven't, do yourself
especially
a favor.
Like in the 90s, like around 91, 92, Powerhouse and I forget some of the clubs that were out at this time, but whew.
Here's where the rubber hits the road and the friction begins to raise its head between Lord Jamar and Rah Digga as they talk about the impact of female MCs.
How many times have you been at a jam where the DJ is like, all right, hang on, ladies, I'm about to put something on for y'all. You see? Because they was playing a bunch of hard shit.
And then they play Watch my love unfurl. I need love.
I need love.
Well,
and all I'm saying is,
okay, I get it.
Like a real alpha nigga,
I get it.
Do not want to ride around on his way to the club playing ladies first.
Okay,
we don't want to do that.
Okay,
What's your opinion about Lauryn Hill?
I get that.
Lauryn Hill had a dope ass album, and she's almost like there's always exceptions to the rule though.
But in the interest,
she's
part of the
one of them. She's one like Rah Digga makes the type of female hip hop that niggas can actually like.
No, yeah.
But that's rare. These other, I don't want to hear about these other ones that with their hair and their makeup and their red bottoms. I don't want to fucking hear that shit.
Agree.
I think that women play more up to what they think men want. For instance, if we're talking about female rappers, like even yourself in all of your glory, you cannot bring up a female rapper's name without mentioning what she looks like or her level of sexiness. And I think these are the things that women take into consideration.
No. I don't think I bring that up. I think people were saying you were bringing that up. What I bring up about women is their content. Okay, just like no. We can go to the videotape. Let me explain. I said it's the themes, women's themes that don't appeal to me, just like white boy themes don't appeal to me.
Yeah,
as a black man, I want to hear shit about other black men and what black men are going through. I don't want to hear the themes that women, it's not necessarily how they look.
You said that. But when we talk about female rappers,
does that have something to do with it? But I think that has something to do with male rappers too. Nobody wants a corny looking male rapper.
Female rappers' names, it usually comes with something in regards to her looks. And to me personally, as a woman, as a female rapper, I think that plays the biggest role in how women put themselves together and present themselves.
I think that plays a role in all artists.
Absolutely.
Okay, so I'm not gonna. MC Light got to be a full adult. That's when she started really.
Now you're looking like a fox.
And now she a damn cover girl out this motherfucker, like for real. Like with that ponytail and all that, something about her was a little sexy. You see what I'm saying? Like I remember liking Roxanne, Shanté. Like that's what I was telling her. You remember me giving you those fucking telepathic vibes up the wheels that night? Antoinette was alright. Yeah, Link Q was dope, and she was bad. She was bad. Yeah, Link Q was bad.
I was mortified when I heard "Take It in the Butt." Yes, what I was like, I was trying to find a radio station like, oh my God.
What I'm saying is,
But-
do we want a generation, these generation of our young sisters, to be running around with these Little Kim morals?
But we have to be objective enough to say that she did change the game.
Right, but I'm not saying
whether she changed it for good or for bad. That is subjective.
But that's what I'm saying. I don't think it is subjective.
But
I think that she changed it for bad.
Okay.
When it comes to certain imagery of our sisters, like, you see what I'm saying, and certain over sexualization. Yeah, I take it in the butt. What? And all like because when you start there, right? Now you just have to ramp it up to even so that you're like, so that people even feel anything anymore, because you get desensitized to this type of shit.
Absolutely. At the end of the day, we cannot deny her impact
and
her
I'm just
legacy.
saying it's not necessarily a good impact for our young sisters, and I don't think that's subjective. I think
it is subjective.
I mean, to somebody who thinks that anarchy is a good thing, then it's subjective. You see what I'm saying?
No, it's subjective. It's subjective.
I believe
because it's your opinion. Now you have women You have women that feel like, hey, I was tired of seeing female rappers looking like little boys. Hey, I'm happy to see females, sexually liberated, empowering themselves. So that,
but that's not empowering yourself as a woman.
There's two sides
that's
to that
not
argument.
liberation. That's not female liberation.
That's your opinion.
No, you're not empowering yourself by being a whore. Like, let's keep it real. Like, slut walks and all this type of shit is foolishness. Like the Amber Roses of today is some bullshit. You are not empowering yourself by saying, okay, I can be a whore and that's that. That is not helping our sisters.
I never said it was. I'm just being objective.
But listen,
I'm
fuck
looking,
all that. Like
looking
we
at
don't
both,
play these games on the Yanadameen
I'm
show.
looking at both
I hear what you're saying,
sides of the argument.
but that's some bullshit. I'm telling you, that side of the argument is some bullshit.
Okay.
We here at the Yanadameen Godcast stand for just the same way we said, can you be pro-black and not procreate with black and be with white people? Well, you can't fully be pro-black and be about this horse shit either. You can't be pro-black and be about selling drugs and shit and killing niggas on your records either.
The moral of the story was Little Kim, love it or hate it, my original statement, love it or hate it, she still has an impact and a legacy that can't be denied.
You're right. And now, to be fair, Jay-Z is just as negative, okay, with his selling drugs and all that type of shit. So let me just put that out there too. He's just as fucking negative and not as good for the people, but yes, has a social impact. But I don't think it's debatable whether it's good or bad. You see what I'm saying? Like, there's no debating that they have an impact, but a lot of their impact is negative.
Listen, but what I'm saying, all I was saying was, it's not just about being politically correct. I'm Rah Digga, the anti-sex kitten. If anybody stood for the 3/4 of cloth straight spitters, it would be me.
So that's why you can't. But you can't waver. You can't have one foot in and one foot out.
No, it's not about wavering. It's about stating a fact. Whether I agree or disagree with that fact, it is a fact that this woman named Little Kim had a long-lasting legacy.
And it was very impactful. But I'm saying,
that's all I said.
How was it impactful?
I never said if it was good or bad.
But you said it was subjective whether it was good or bad. And I'm saying it's not
I said it's subjective because some people view one way, some people view the other way.
And I'm saying, if someone was to view that sitting there with your pussy out and saying, I take it in the butt, what is a positive example? You see, like, who is that saying that? What are their fucking motives? You see, because where I come from and the shit that I'm about, That's not a positive impact. Yes, it may be an impact, but it's not a positive one. See, a positive one would be like,
but we weren't,
if she had sisters out here trying to be like mathematicians,
we weren't
doctors and lawyers.
Discussing positive or negative impacts. We were just discussing impact. I gave an example.
But if you recall, because I will go to the videotape.
Let's go to the videotape.
And it'll say where I said, well, now, was that a positive impact? And you said, that was subjective.
I said that is subjective.
And I said it's not. I said it's not subjective.
Okay, we can agree.
I'm saying
disagree.
that
if it's an opinion, it's subjective, bro.
But that's what I don't agree with. I don't know.
That's just the definition
Put up
of subjective.
the definition of subjective for me, Harold.
Opinion.
Thank you.
It's a cold hard fact to you, but that's your opinion.
Okay, well, around here,
moving on.
Around here, my opinion's the fucking law. Okay.
One more peep out of you, and you are grounded. I am not joking.
See how it gets? Gets intense on the Godcast. Y'all know that. That's why y'all watch.
Only God can judge me, so I'm gone. Either love me or leave me alone.
Of course, every rapper wants to hear himself on the radio.
You just took an anecdotal thing, okay? I'm going to give you Roc Marciano, but when you bring out Jay-Z, Nas, even Rakim, KRS, all of those people played in the clubs, okay?
Now,
Biggie Smalls, fucking Mob Deep.
Okay, now hang on.
Everybody popping.
I get that.
Was played. You, Busta,
I get
me,
that.
everybody popping.
But you're also
played in the club
talking about
except for
a time.
Eminem.
You're also talking about a time when underground hip hop
right now,
was considered
Drake
commercial.
is popping, and his shit plays.
You don't really get a word in?
Not really.
You know talking over me doesn't make you right?
Because when we truly analyze it, we, not just me, but we as black people as a whole, don't really fuck with Eminem like that. And if we,
tell them why you're really mad.
And if we don't fuck with him, that's what I'm saying. I did the Stevie J.
Did you see them lips? Like, God damn. I'm like, okay.
Don't really fuck with Eminem like that. Clap it up, Eminem, throwing some motherfucking balls. We've been baiting this bitch ass for I don't know how long, and his punk ass motherfucker sent all his cronies and everybody else to respond to the God, and the devil didn't want it to respond directly to the God. And finally, this motherfucker responds. So today,
yeah, that's what rappers do.
I had to put on my Yankee gear, my Yankee jersey with my Yankee hat. You know why? Because we got this motherfucker to play ball, everybody. So, my direct grandfather was a police, right? Now his brother, right? Turns out he was a police too, but he took it on some. He worked for the Department of State.
He did, yes.
So he works for the Department of State.
What year was that?
This was in the 60s.
Wow.
And he was the first.
Ooh, that was when all the shit was going down. That's when all the government cover-ups was going down.
He was the first African American, officer in the Department of State. Now, this is kind of like the shit he's doing is kind of like some FBI-ish, CIA-ish type of shit, right?
Yeah.
So, what I found out about this dude, who basically is my uncle, okay, is that
dun, dun, dun.
This motherfucker was involved in surveillance of no other than
Wait for it.
Malcolm X.
Oh, that's a hurt feeling.
The irony
I
of
thought
it
you were
all.
gonna say Richard Nixon or some shit. Malcolm X.
Let's move on to something else. That was good.
Okay. Let's see. Next topic. We got Dame Dash steps to lead in.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. What was kind of ill is, he surreptitiously.
I love that.
That's our word for today. Surreptitiously.
Surreptitious.
He surreptitiously had his girlfriend record the conversation.
Awesome.
So this is how I imagine.
It's great.
There go that bitch ass nigga, Lee Daniels right there. Hang on, babe. Here, babe, take my phone.
Record it. So
record this shit.
Samsung.
Because I'm gonna, Samsung. It's gonna be clear as a motherfucker and they're gonna be able to hear. Record this shit so we can get on tape this motherfucker admitting that he owed me this money. Because this bitch ass nigga know he owed me this money. Tape this for me, baby. Here, take my phone. Like, that's what I imagine. She said, okay.
And make sure that
And
it
she
doesn't say that he was, violent in any type of way. Like, nope, it's on
And
camera.
then he went as far as, you know what? If it's gargled a little bit, let me provide you with the subtitles.
Put subtitles like a kung fu movie.
I'm gonna provide you. You know what?
You know you owe me money.
We were supposed to be coming to this place to heal and cleanse our bodies and mind. So I basically all but dropped the F-bomb on him. Like, yo, there's no meat around here.
Oh my God. Vegan, what is that, Lauren?
It's all plant-based foods.
Lauren, all sides? Who do that, Lauren?
Everybody just, like, you can hear a pin drop, like, meat. Digga wants meat. Meat.
Tell him what happened when, real quick, tell him what happened when you saw the what you thought was beef patties.
Oh, so there's patties all lined up, they piping hot. I'm like, oh shit, chicken patty. First thing that come to mind is chicken patty, beef patty, cocoa bread, some shit like that. I'm like, which one's the beef, which one's the chicken? They like, no, sugar, this is plantain patty and spinach patty. I was like, oh my God. I was like, so there's no meat at all
had straight
on
attitude.
this premises. Like, I mean, okay, forget red meat. Chicken, fish, anything.
Digga had straight attitude now.
I'm a carnivore, okay?
And they started off on the wrong foot with that.
I was definitely Aggie, so I did what any 85 would do in a situation like that.
She hit up that Uber
and I hit Uber Eats and ordered me some motherfucking food.
Bitch, I'm so happy. Bitch, you see that, bitch? I'm happy, bitch.
Hopefully I'm not looking too wet this week. I was looking quite moist.
I am sweating like I am working out 796 days a year. I am sweating like I went to hell and back. I am hot.
Yeah, I saw a few of those comments. I didn't notice. I apologize. I wouldn't have let you go out like that.
Quite moist on the camera.
Even though y'all let me go out with lipstick on my teeth.
Okay, about the, you ready? Yes. You like that lipstick all over your teeth? Yeah. Babe, what you been telling me?
Well, see, that's what I'm saying. So I guess you got me back.
That was cute, by the way, Harold, the N-word checker.
Uh-huh.
I challenge you to put a motherfucker checker in for Jamar.
For this motherfucker. Somebody said Digga looking thicker than a Snicker on here. I think I saw that.
Oh, thank you, Shuckers.
Here's let me paint the picture just a little bit.
Okay.
Okay. So this suitcase that he has, right? It has a long fucking tether to it, and like a 4-foot leash to this motherfucking thing.
And when you're
so
going
now
around
you got the
thing,
kid, you got the leash, and then you got the trunk. So this motherfucker's taking up at least 3 people's worth of space in the fucking line, and his liberal white parents don't give a fuck. And they're just letting him do this shit.
And we're going around the thing, and every time...
And he's not swift with moving.
And every time we go around, little Trunkie just like gets caught up on the pole. I'm just cracking up the whole way. So now we get off the plane, and everybody's filing out down the tarmac or whatever, off the plane. Here goes Trunkie. Holding up the line again. Why Jamar kicked Trunkie? Jamar kicks Trunkie, everybody.
I didn't kick the kid.
No,
Listen,
last week.
Kanye Western civilization.
I tried to,
That's a good one. I like that. I'm rolling with that.
400 years of slavery? I mean, that sounds like a choice to me. Boiling slavery down to a choice. Which he was quickly checked by the homie Van Latham.
Whenever we were on the tour bus and Buster had his chef
and Spliff Star,
the fish with the eyes and everything. Me and
wait. She said the fish with the eyes. You don't like the fish with the eyes? Are you the type of person that take the head off the fish?
Please take the head off for me.
Bumbaclick!
Hey,
you know how much nutrients?
I said, you know, good meat pandit.
We Americans,
how much good meat
prefer our meat without the eyes attached to it. Thank you very much.
Why you don't want Flipper looking up at you?
Yo, I see, cause that's what I'm saying, that you shouldn't be eating it. If you can't look the motherfucker in the eye, then you shouldn't be eating it. Life and death.
So, I got a good question for you. So what you think, what's the universal language of peace without having to depend on language? Like, what would you have done dead ass if somebody was like, Jay,
hand him a blunt. Weed is the universal language of love. Look, that's what he should get off the boat.
Smoke with your
right?
So you saying Snoop Dogg would have survived?
Hey, you go over there, you step off the boat and pass him the blunt. You never know.
Snoop so damn skinny, them arrows might have just went right past him and shit. His head.
They'd have came marching up with the arrows like.
But I believe if they would have saw Shabba ranks, they would say, "Is that cousin Mbutu right there?"
We got Young Thug that just dropped an album. Crucify me for saying this. Young Thug got some shit, all right? Fuck y'all. Young Thug got some shit, okay?
Yo! Hold up! Time out! Time out!
Mumble rappers!
Yeah!
Hold up. Wait a minute. It's a 22. Pew, pew, pew. Pew, pew, pew.
I can't understand the word of it, but goddamn it, it's a vibe. All right? Thank you.
It should matter who's delivering these fucking rhymes and shit to our babies and shit.
Well, in the case of rappers, our favorite rappers are murderers, rapists, drug dealers,
No, they're not.
Did
they
I
might
mention-
rhyme about that. They're not real murderers.
Did I mention some down low brothers? Yeah. I love them though. Yeah. Yeah. Come on, you come on. Come on. What you got for me? What else you got for me?
Let's move on.
Yeah.
Black man, move on.
Yes. I won. I love Jamar.
Somebody's mother, she's right.
I love when he says I'm right.
And 0 is not a placeholder, okay? 0 is the whole of it all. And it is the division of 0 where you get other numbers from, okay? So, again, learn really your mathematics. Other than what you've been taught, internalize them. And truly learn these living mathematics.
Born to born. All being born to born. I didn't do the knowledge, you know. I wasn't born to born. I wasn't born to born. Let me get the fuck up. Let me get the fuck up out of here. Damn it, you gonna be born to born today, damn it.
Doing the knowledge
not
to
being
certain
born
shit.
to born.
Yeah, we didn't have it all born to born according to them.
Born to born 101. Born to born 101.
When somebody
he walking up like, are
See,
you born to born, woman?
First of all,
This upcoming clip, I'd like to introduce to you Rah Digga, the Peacemaker.
so you want to be the Peace Corps?
I wanna
You want to
be
be
the
the hip hop Peace Corps
Yeah.
in this motherfucker.
I want to be the peacemaker
I think
between
that's dope.
between
Why don't
50
you
and
issue a
Jamar.
challenge now? Find one of these cameras and talk to him. Do
You
a
know,
Farrakhan.
I don't think it's gonna happen.
Well, just try. Give it a try.
Okay.
Fuck it.
50, Ja Rule, I challenge y'all to be friends. Do we want them to be friends, though?
want them to be friends with the guy
That's so half-hearted. Like, what the fuck kind of peacekeeper are you gonna be? Like, you have to almost forcefully bring the peace, like America does around the world.
No, but
Hey, motherfuckers!
Nah, you know.
Be peaceful. Here goes democracy.
I'll be honest, though.
Keeping a theme with the Roxanne Wars, this one we were graced by the parents of Roxanne Shanté herself, talking about the Juice Crew, as well as her biopic on the Netflix. Roll it.
That whole Juice Crew experience, like, were y'all like the first, like, really big crew?
Actually, we were.
Like, cause y'all was like Death Row or some shit back in the day.
Sure
You understand what I'm saying?
Were. Because we were the only crew that were not a collective group, meaning we were not the Furious Five, we were not the Fantastic Four, we were not.
You were
instead,
individuals.
we were super friends.
Yes.
You know, you had Superman, Spider-Man, Aquaman, Wonder Woman. So and then
really
together,
did.
and then together we were like the Justice League. Like when we showed up, we showed out.
Like,
and still today we do.
Because being a dancer for Houdini, and then knowing and being associated with fucking Full Force at that time, that was like, come on.
It was some sort of synergy, man, taking place in East Flatbush, Brooklyn, New York. Full Force lived a few blocks away from me. They were the neighborhood band. Doc and I were the neighborhood dancers. We were also the neighborhood rappers. Because with the educated rapper, God rest his soul, and
Rest in
Mixed
peace,
Master
educated
Eyes,
rapper.
You know, with us as a rap group in the neighborhood, we were the popular rap group in that little section of East Flatbush. You know, a little section in Brooklyn, East Flatbush. So Houdini saw us, you know, dancing on stage and approached my manager and said, I like the way these kids do what they do. I'd like to have them come on the road with us, making us the first dancers ever for a rap group.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So after us, every rap group had to get at least 2 dancers to accompany them.
So Roc, what up? My brother, first of all, congratulations on the new project that you got out right now. Fabulous. Thank you. Exquisite piece of work. Thank you. Once Appreciate again. it. Appreciate it.
Once again, you've made my rotation. You always make my rotation.
I mean, for y'all that don't know, this man is not only a lyricist, but he's a super producer. It's like you just bring people into your world.
Mm-hmm.
Right. See what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't do that these days. They want to be in everybody else's world.
Ride waves and trends and
and that nigga, and this nigga got a hot sound right now.
Get your own world.
You got a world that is so clear and crisp in your mind, and when you go into the production and the way your shit sound, it's just that's that Roc Marciano sound. It's a continuation of that real hip hop that a lot of us complain about, okay, that we not getting right now.
Mm-hmm.
You giving us that shit.
And you realize you birthed a lot of motherfuckers too.
What?
Like, you know, a lot of people admit it, so I don't really feel like I'm obligated to be like pointing nobody out, but most cats salute, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
They went on record and
allow us to point them out.
We'll do the talking for you. I mean, throughout the years, I've always seen you active in the community, along with myself. What made you decide to go into politics?
You know, it was an accumulation of a lot of different things, to be honest. First, just being in the city and being in Lords of the Underground, people don't realize our manager back then, Hafiz Fareed, was a legislative aide to a councilman at the time named Ralph Grant.
Shout out Hafiz. Remember that independent movie?
Yo,
with
word is bond. Yo, Hafiz love Lord Jamar. Real
had me all up in the bricks. Them joints ain't even there. The joints that got knocked down.
Right.
And come on, did the guy come to the hood by himself?
By yourself.
Come on, B.
Word up, real
This
talk.
is how I moved.
Years ago.
Years ago, when Jersey was.
The reason it's called Brick City.
When we were Brick City for real.
Yeah.
For real.
Jamal was here, real talk, man.
After the Great Revolt, human beings were forced to develop their minds.
First time we playing some music on this bitch and live freestyle in this
Dig, I'm
in
like
the
the fountain
motherfucking
of
house.
youth. Like, you gonna wake up tomorrow feeling just
All right.
rejuvenated.
Let's go.
Sitting next to the God like this.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Okay. That's pimpy.
Let's go.
That's pimpy.
I'm the illest. Niggas with kilo dreams gon' feel this. I heard your wrist was crazy, nigga, it still is. Ballin' like the 95 Steelers, all the killers at his wake like damn. I thought he was the illest. In the rave banging mumble shit. You know who you fucking with? Ass bust, I showed up with bricks. I been scratched water, whip off the bucket list. Out the bucket, young boy bucking, they ducked the shit. That was pockin' poetic justice, some lucky shit. You party in Atlantic City. Boy, I just landed next to Diddy, nigga, I'm fucking lit. Phone jumping, who the fuck is this? Couple dollars, get them buried. I bury Sanders, the sucker shit. Spinning niggas, snakes on the Gucci, got the venom in us. I'm a cinnamon chinchilla, mosquito denim nigga. They like you killing niggas. Yeah, I know, King. 4-finger gold ring, black leather WCWO sting shit. Get your wings clipped. 2 queens with me, 1 pack the Louis Supreme. The other braid in the Godhead. She like you want the off-white Vapor Max or the Montclair. Shit, I don't care. Either way, I walk on water like I'm Peter. Keep your eye on God, you gon' need him. Keep going.
Keep going. Whatever you want to do, baby. Keep going.
The fake not gon' feel him, I'm him. Touch the hem, baby, I'm gon' heal him. They love you. Trade teams, then they swap those feelings. Fuck them. Either way, LeBron gon' kill him. This that when you get the black hole feeling. That El Chapo feeling. I give him that cocaine breaking, OJ Payton. That last ride with the Bronco feeling. Don't compare him to God, I get busy. Plus he tied to a 360. These 36 O's just look like a 360. Fresh up out the kitchen, wrist 360. I smell like Rockefeller days. Shop parking lot, I got it popping with the cane. Burton State, work the plate. They like cooks when you drop, don't matter, I'm worth the wait. Tell them niggas to miss me. He come through spraying, better pray he don't miss me. Laptop hustle, that mouse money, that Disney. D-Rose pin my right good, it's Disney. I told him I should have been at the barge. In the rhythm of the night, they run up in your garage. Scream, come do Allah before they go in that mosque. Every time I'm on that Remy, I'm thinking about a Minaj.
Woo! Cooker.
Yes.
That's what the fuck I'm talking about. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. That okay with you?
Yeah, that's great.
Check. I'm just a poet, it seems, devoted with a dosage of schemes. Approaching king status now, you can't approach the regime. Flag of the play, I'll have to shatter your hopes and your dreams. I rap with a taste of acrobatics, provoking disease. The kind of flow to bring the pope to his knees. Approaching defeat, spoken with ease. Choking them seeds who can only hope to succeed. The vocals appease the motive, notice my stock shift. I flow till I reach the throne, that creep in the crap shit. I'm beyond timid, the phenom scripted for eons. They sleep on the gifted, I respond different. I run up in your fort at night with the simple intention to leave you niggas in the triage.
The rap in the league, this a massacre, that African heat. Spectacular, fuck these rappers, I'd rather compete. Don't give me that, just have you a seat. Snapplebacks, I don't do no battles on smack. I slap you to sleep, it's pain. I'm something different, who hotter? You fucking tripping, uppercut split your shit, it look like I've been cutting chicken. Hitman for hire, fire, Buster Smith and 4 burners, but this ain't the kind of your fucking
Squablz. An antagonist to an adamant activist flow. Peep the parameter, rappers carry an amateur soul. The strategists, I hold amethyst stones. The barriers broke, barren alone, scaring my foes. I've been embarrassing most, keeping them buried under various souls. Soul sent to a new dimension. You a bad memory, lack pedigree, rash tendencies grow. Swift with the fluency flow, give the gratuity most. Slick
I've
with
been
the
feeling
unity.
it right. These bars get my social media hype. Talk heavy, these rap niggas still Pedialyte. I'm out this world, that's a meteorite. Caught so many bodies I can't keep count, but Wikipedia might. Black Panther, I write the shit that Mr. Feeney was like. Black Pistol, I'm throwing bullets, Willie beaming tonight. Niggas be looking for a reason to fight. I'm living good, I'm slinging wood. Don't make me have to Derek G to your wife. It's pain.
You ain't lifted by my music, then carry on. My rarest form would knock 'em out the park like I'm Barry Bonds. And the tours, the Darren Carts will be barely worn. And understand I'm not the one to mess with like Eddie Long. I am not a mad rapper. I rap to get rappers mad after. My punches hit his neck and deliver back spasms, back snapping necks. Rappers have to acquiesce to passion. Cause on any instrumental, I resemble cash.
My mind right, fuck all the limelight. The time's right, 9 right. Behind your head, hope you got hindsight. Prime night, dress to kill, still in my prime tight. Shine bright, my women black, I like my wine white. Rhyme deeper, pure melanin, non-ether. I'm eager to kill a mumble rapper, the timekeeper. Every word written is gangster, Don Diva. Can't be decoded by 85ers or swine.
Listen, I'm back with the bars. Dismantle tracks without an accurate cause. Lyrical tactics strong enough to do some damage to God. Smack a rapper and have his vanity gone. Answering and scarred, I'll gladly shatter your heart and take the battery charge. As a matter of fact, I'll snap your neck in half of this bar. Spontaneous with my vernacular, cracking your jaw. The jagged edge to a dagger, I'll jab your abdomen. I'm an adamant advocate for leaving whack rap with a loss. Until I master the art, I spit these hazardous thoughts. Leave you with the lack of a thought that you should rap anymore. I approach a poser with plans to turn a man to a corpse. Against this ill mind, let's see who hops in and gets scorched.
Okay.
Wrapped out. Wrapped out.
Fucking whack rapper motherfuckers out there.
There's an interesting backstory about the white people and our guests in the House of Hip Hop. Is that before I ever interviewed Jamar, I had done an interview years before where they asked me about white people's role in hip hop, and I said I consider myself a guest in the House of Hip Hop.
Oh wow!
That interview got unearthed, and it never came out. Remember I showed it to you?
Yeah, she
remember,
did.
I'm like, yo, look at this. This came out years before you said it.
I'm
and we
like,
was
wow.
just, because I felt the same way. I said I felt lucky that I could be doing hip hop as a job.
I pull the thing. Yeah,
I take the position right now.
I pull the thing.
My behavior, as well as my brother-in-law Jamar, is due to the underlying tones and microaggressions and micro flirts from Rah Digga, the Empress. Watch.
Yeah, I pull the thing.
I plead the fifth.
Hey! I just noticed something. You have not flirted. You are being too goddamn polite this show.
Plead the filth.
I need some raunch. I need some raunch.
Wait, you going to date and then you get that dress like?
Is he drunk off a Henny and stuff or some brand Nubian shit beating down?
Digga, you got any Caribbean in you? And would you like some? Just
Oh!
Take body, girl. Take body, girl.
That was like, what you did? I just can't.
Yeah.
But you know, if you win, yeah.
I wear my heart on my sleeve. You wrong.
Aww. Look, now he's trying to win me over with sensitivity. You need a man. I'll put me in a scenario. Like say,
No, because I'll shoot a nigga over here, Dick.
Well, hey, I'll shoot the motherfucker. Look, so fuck it, we're going on a date, man. He busting guns.
Talking that okay?
He done got
He done ran to
He done
the
showed
heart.
me sensitive. He done showed me his emotional
And
side.
now he got hardcore.
And you busting a gun, baby.
Wow.
Wait, you just made me lose my whole train of thought. I'm gonna say pastrami and cheese.
Pastrami and cheese.
So I come into the studio.
Mustard, you had mustard?
Mustard, absolutely. Reeking of oil and vinegar.
I'm there. Oil.
Are you giving this guy like
half a
food hard on?
half a sandwich.
What
Wait,
the fuck?
a half a
Is
sandwich.
there some kind of food porn going on here? I don't like where this is going.
Hey.
You guys have been flirting now for weeks now. And now it's turned into some sort of food
Let's continue
flirting
this
that's going on.
conversation over a corned beef and pastrami combo.
But y'all still there? Thanks for rocking out with us. 2018 was crazy. 2019 is gonna be even better. Shout out to the Hall Bills Network, Hall Grim. Shout out to the whole Yanadameen Godcast staff, Alex, Harold, and Fit Video. Obviously, Digga. Thank you, Lord Jamar, for giving me this opportunity. Y'all look out for my new show coming out, featuring me. It's called Hip Hop, a Forensics Approach. You're gonna love it. And again, for all you commenters in the YouTube section and all the other platforms, in 2019, if y'all got some interesting things y'all want us to talk about, or y'all got certain information y'all want us to put out there, by all means, tell them niggas, I ain't studying y'all. From the Yanadameen Godcast crew, peace.
Now, you gotta wake up, Israel. You in a docile state of mind. When you wake up, the white man knows he's finished. Teacher. This is how they've been able to
Peace. It's the absence of all confusion. United we stand, divided we fall. 2 fingers together is the real peace sign, y'all. Brand Nubian peace gear. Hoodies. T-shirts. Snapbacks. Available at hoodg.com. Get yours today.
I'd like to give personal special recognition to my cousin, Shango V, and the Black Lady Theater, 750 Notion Ave, Brooklyn, New York.